people, I have a couple of people, they say this with Jehovah Witness, and they wonder why I don't, they say, when they talk about God, it don't matter what they doing. Whenever they saying something about God, they say Jehovah. They do not say God. They do not say God. Very rare do these people say God. They say Jehovah all the time. That's all they say. They don't ever say God, these. They always say Jehovah. So they asked me why I don't say Jehovah. Because, for one, growing up, I knew God as my God. I knew God as my Father. I know that some people is out here, they say that it's other gods, but if we're on the same page, that we know that we're talking about the God, the same God, whether it's you call him Jehovah and I call him my God, my Father, we're talking about the same God. So I don't see what's the difference from me calling him by my God, my Father, or me calling him Jehovah. It's like a child. I feel like like a child. I am God's child, and I feel like, because I ain't gonna say I just found out, but it has been like, it's been maybe like 2 or 3 years, since about 3 years now, since I found out my God name was Jehovah. That's how it's been, like 3 years since I found out his name, and it's just like how a child grow up. A child be a baby, but the child don't find out their mom or dad name until their parents name, excuse me, until they get older to know, to acknowledge, to know, like, this is this your father, but his name is, but this is your father, but his name is this. This is your mother, his name is this, like that. So a child have to get to a certain age before they find out what their father's name is. And then at that time, when the child find out what the parent name is, they're not gonna start calling them by their parent name. They're going to still call them by their name. Cause I know for me, with my parents, with my parent, my father passed away, rest in peace. But with my mom, I call her, only time I call her by her first name is when I am talking to someone about her. And I've read that it's okay. Someone told me, can't remember who, or I don't know where I heard this from, but it's okay to call Jehovah, God, my God, by his name when you're talking amongst others. But I'm just so used to calling him by my God. I'm still praying on this, but it's not that I don't want to call his by his name. It's just the point that God hear me, whether I call him by his first name or whether I call him by God or my Father. Either way around, he hear me. So that's my take on why and how I call my God God. You know, I'm talking to the God who created the world, not those other guys. But I get it. I get it. In this world, we have to be mindful and we have to be open to different types of things because there's so many crazy things going on in this world. So much. And I'm glad to know that God is guiding. We may not, sometimes we may not feel it, but He's doing His work. We see it all around us that God is working and He's working everything out for our good. And I'm so grateful to know that God has not forgotten about us and he will never leave us nor forsake us. I know sometimes people can feel like God done forgot about me. God forgot about us. No, God has not forgotten about us. God is getting things in order. It's so much stuff going on. I just keep praying. I pray for everybody. I pray God just heal the whole world. Give us strength to get through. I pray God do something big so people can see it's him. But I see different things that's going on. So maybe these are the signs. But I just pray that people just start to change their ways and stop being so mean and just try to be nice to people, because you never know what a person be going through. Like, even with my job that I do every day, I have to deal with people. They don't know what we go through on this side of the phone. They don't know. And it's sad that we have to sit there and deal with different people in their nasty ways. It's sad. Just so we can have a living, make a living in this world, we have to deal with people every day. We have to deal with different types of people every day, just so we can make it through this world. Just like Jesus. Jesus had to deal with, Jesus had to deal with so many different types of people just to make it through this world. And he made it through with God's help, with his Father's help. That's what he did. He made it through. It's not easy. That song, what a song. Never said there would be trials. Never said I would involve. Never said that everything would go the way I wanted to go. That song, I ain't no singer, y'all, but yeah. But yeah, y'all, I am grateful. I pray that God just do something big for us, and just show us that He hear us, which God show us daily. We just gotta be grateful too. But I pray that everybody just keep being strong, and if you are having issues, just look above and just pray and know that God hear you. But one thing about it, I know, it don't matter how much you pray, you have to believe in what you're praying. You got to believe, and you got to do more than just say and pray. You got to believe it. You got to know that God is who he is. And Jesus is who he is. You got to know this stuff. I can sit here and be like, God, please help me. But if I ain't got it in my heart that God gonna help me, because some people will say a prayer and then be like, God ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just sitting here praying this prayer. He ain't gonna do nothing. And then y'all do that, and then you want God to just shock you and do it. He not gonna do it if you don't believe. You gotta believe that he can, he will. He will. I'm a living witness that God will. He will. He will. He will. He will. God will. God will. He will. It's a song, it's called He Will Work It Out. He will work it out. I know he will. He will work it out. That's my song. Hey, I have to start this video. I gotta listen to that song now. I'll be back.